all the static on the screen. We got to fix that. There we go. Hey, welcome to Herb and Kathy RV on YouTube.
So Kathy and I are settled in at Fort Peck, Montana. Fort Peck is about probably 90 miles or so from the northeast corner of the state of Montana. And we are at the Downstream Campground. It's a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers park. The dam was built back in the 30s, and Fort Peck Lake was formed out of part of the Missouri River. It was originally put in for flood control, and they also installed a hydroelectric plant. And back behind me there you can see one of the power plants. The other one's kind of hidden by that tree, but there are two power plants back there. So I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you what's going on here at the Downstream Campground, which isn't much. We're the only ones here. It's early. It's April 20th today, and we got here on the 15th. We have no electricity right now. The reason is behind me back here, they just installed a new comfort station, showers and bathrooms, and they're bringing power in from across the road to the campground for all the sites. They've had power. They've had power at the sites. No water and no dump facilities in the individual sites, but they have had electric, but they're bringing in more electric because of this new comfort station. So right now, the last few days we've been without power, and we're probably going to be this way another week or 10 days, I suppose. But our coach has a generator, an 8 kW Onan diesel generator, and we have pretty good batteries, so we've been able to run the generator about 2 hours a day, and that gives us plenty of battery power to run the inverter and the coffee pot and the television set and so on. Speaking of TV set, back up there on top of the coach in the back, we did have to purchase a different television antenna. The little RV TV antenna on the top of the rig just wasn't doing the job. We're quite a distance from civilization, so we put another TV antenna up there. It's up about, I don't know, 20-25 feet maybe. Bought that on Amazon. It arrived yesterday, and now we're getting about 30-35 channels. So, well, let me show you a little bit around the campground here.
This is our host site, and it's a full hookup site, water, sewer, and electric, once they got the electric turned on here. And we're looking at the registration booth now. Kathy and I did spend one of our first few days here cleaning out the registration booth, taking everything out of it and dusting it down and cleaning the floor and washing the windows and so on. And then just across from the registration booth is the information kiosk, and that's where people can go and look at maps and pick up pamphlets of area attractions, and that's also where the honor box is located so that they can make a payment for their site when the gate attendants are not on duty and the registration booth might be closed. Kathy spent a little time raking out some flower beds, and we also cleaned up the storage shed. The storage shed, we found a lot of good stuff in there to loan. Horseshoes, badminton rackets, volleyball stuff, fishing poles, fishing lures, all kinds of things to loan for folks to use here at the campground. So this is a view from the dam overlook, which also serves as a memorial to the 8 men that lost their lives in the slide during the building of the dam. This is an earthen dam. It's 4 miles long, 250 feet tall, and 3/4 of a mile wide at the base. In the picture you'll see to the left is the lake, and then the straight ahead is the earthen dam. That's the grassy hill. Here's a night shot of the dam showing, if you look very carefully, 4 towers almost in the center of the picture, and those towers are the control shafts for the inlet tunnels. The water inlet to the powerhouses and to the downstream side of the dam is the inlet is actually 200 feet below the surface of the lake, and those control towers control those valves, and those tunnels that go from the control towers to the dam and to the downstream side are actually a mile long. Kathy and I are taking a bike ride over to the interpretive center, and there's a bench over there. We're going to sit on the bench and watch for some wildlife. Whee! I'm getting kind of daring here, riding the bike with one hand. It's been a few years since I've been on a bike. Stay to the right, and we're heading toward the powerhouse. Powerhouse is in the interpretive center, which is straight ahead. Easter Sunday afternoon, about 50 degrees and a little bit breezy, but a nice day nonetheless. Center, or the museum, and you can see the old powerhouse, the original powerhouse built in the 30s in the background. And you can just see the top of the newer powerhouse built in the 50s, I think, off to the left. And we're going to have more information and more photos and video about the powerhouse and the dam and so on in future installments. So Kathy and I are here at the interpretive center. It's behind us here. It's like a museum, but it has a lot of information inside it about the dam, about Fort Peck, about the powerhouses, and about the nature around in the area. This location, there was a T-Rex discovered here years ago, which is now in the Smithsonian. Mm-hmm. Is that right? Washington. But there's a replica inside, and we'll be taking a tour inside at some later date and give you some video on that. But we're sitting at a bench here. As you can see, we got our hoods up. There's a bit of a breeze off the river. There's the downstream side of the dam, and the powerhouse is off in the distance. It's a beautiful sunny Easter Sunday, but still a little cool with the breeze off the water.
they on this side or the other side? Are they on this side or the other side?
I think they're on this side.
They sound awfully close.